It's been a while, boy. You've done well to sneak into my fortress. Wiggle your way all the way up here. I suppose the least I can do is commend you for your reckless courage. My name is Ganondorf. I am the master of the Forsaken Fortress. By the way, boy, when you drew that sword of yours out of its pedestal, did you by chance notice how all the monsters frozen in time down there suddenly began stirring again? Do you understand precisely what that means? I highly doubt you do. Foolish child. While that sword is indeed the blade of evil's bane, at the same time it has long played another role. You see, it is also a sort of key. Most wretched little key that has kept the seal on me and my magic intact. By withdrawing that blade, you have broken that seal. You cannot defeat me with a blade that does not sparkle, with the power to repel evil, which you hold as useless. Go back to the world below and tell that to the pathetic fools who made this blade. Its power is gone, and its edges are dull. Link, get up! Stop! Let me go! You pathetic little sea rat! My Triforce of power is resonating! Ha! Long last! I have found you, Princess Zelda. What? What? What are you talking about? I don't know any Zelda. Feigning ignorance will gain you nothing. Tell me, if you are not Zelda, then why do you have this fragment of the Triforce? Looks like Ganon was a little too late. It's the Great Valu. He's come to help. Burning Ganondorf's fortress to a crisp. We are back at the Tower of the Gods. Tetra seems to be knocked out cold. It's alright, Link. She merely lost consciousness. Your sister has escaped the Forsaken Fortress with the pirates. You can relax. She's safe now. Lord Valu, you arrived not a moment too soon. We are deeply grateful. Seems like he's talking in that Hylian text again. I am aware of this. Yet I thought the first priority should be to separate those two from Ganon's grasp. It seems like the Great Valu is returning back to Dragon Roost Island. along with Prince Kamali and Quill. Link, I'll explain things later. Now we must return to the world beneath the sea. So it looks like we're returning back into that castle that we saw a while ago where we drew the Master Sword. She's awoken. Oh, ow! Link, are you alright? What is this place? Hey, and Ganondorf, what happened to him? Well, looks like that pirate's charm is activating. Link, what are you doing? You must come now to the room where you got the Master Sword. Who's using that stone? Just who are you? Link and I are the only ones who can speak through this stone. How dare you use something that's not yours? Your name is Tetra, correct? You must come with Link to see me at once. Huh. Well, don't you sound important. Fine, we're on our way. Just hold your horses, whoever you are. Link, what are you waiting for? You heard the stone. Well, you're supposed to show me where to get to where that voice is. Alright, so now we must go into the room where we drew the Master Sword. Now, I will say something right now. At this point, if you're going for the figurines, like I am, this is your only chance to do a picture of Tetra. We're going to go ahead and take a picture. Well, actually, that's not a really good picture. There we go. That's a good picture. Alright, so we need to take a picture of Tetra because this is our only chance to actually take a picture of her. Because, well, this is our only chance to actually, like, have her follow us. She's following us into this point. As soon as we walk into the castle, we must return back into the basement. So let's go ahead and return back into the basement. Are you him? Are you the one who's speaking through the stone without my permission? Answer me! That stone is an enhanced version of the Gossip Stones, long spoken in the legends of the Hyrulean royal family. I am the one who made it. You made it? The royal family's Gossip Stone? I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Have neither of you heard the tales? Tales of a kingdom spoken of in the legend of the great hero? The place where the power of the gods lies hidden? This place, where the two of you stand, is that kingdom. This is Hyrule. And I am its king, Daphnis Nohansen Hyrule. Link, do you not recognize my voice? Indeed. I am the one who guided you here. I am the King of Red Lions. So he's our ship. Wow. There was no need for me to reveal my true identity to you as long as that blade, the Master Sword, could defeat Ganon. But now, both of you must listen to me. Once, long ago, this land of Hyrule was turned into the world of shadows by Ganon, who sought to obtain the power of the gods of it for his own evil ends. My power alone could not stop the fiend, and our only choice was to leave the fate of the kingdom to the hands of the gods. When the gods heard of our pleas, they chose to seal away not only Ganon, but Hyrule itself, with a torrential downpour of rains from the heavens. Our fair kingdom was soon buried beneath the waves, forgotten at the bottom of the ocean. Yet, all was not lost, for the gods knew that to seal the people away with the kingdom would be to grant Ganon's wish of destruction of the land. So, before the sealing of the kingdom, the gods chose those who would build a new country, commanded them to take refuge to the mountaintops. Those people were your ancestors. Hundreds of years have passed since then. So long as Ganondorf was not revived, Hyrule would remain below, never waking from its slumber. Tetra, come to me. This necklace you wear is part of a sacred treasure called the Triforce of Wisdom, which has been passed down for many ages within the royal family of Hyrule. Your mother passed this down to you and instructed you to treasure it, and to guard it with your life. Am I not correct? The Triforce of Wisdom is none other than the sacred power of the gods that we have kept from Ganon's clutches for so many long years. The gods placed upon your ancestors the task of protecting it from evil's grasp. You too must abide by the laws of the past, and so the time has come for me to teach you the fate into which you were born, the very reason you live. Tetra is transformed. My fate? You are the true heir of the royal family of Hyrule, the last link in the bloodline. You are Princess Zelda. So Tetra was Princess Zelda all this long. Zelda, I'm a princess? You are confused, aren't you? I suppose such is to be expected. Link! I'm terribly sorry that you have been caught up in these events. But now that it is known that Tetra is indeed Princess Zelda, Ganon will be searching frantically for this child in an attempt to get the power of the gods that she possesses. He will not rest until he has found her. If he succeeds, my ancient kingdom under the sea will be turned into a land of sorrow and despair, and so will the world that you know above the waves. Link, I need you to lend me your strength in this dark hour. I have suspicion about what has caused the Master Sword to lose its power. I need you to come with me back to the lands above the water and return the power to repel evil to your Master Sword. Zelda. It's far too dangerous for you to join us in this task. Fortunately, this sacred chamber is not yet known to Ganon. It is my wish that you wait here in hiding until we return. Oh, he disappeared. Link, we must go. Link. I don't know how to say this. Everything that's happened to you and your poor sister, it's all been my fault. I'm so sorry. Nah, it's nothing. All in days of a hero's work. Link. Be careful. And Zelda remains here, in a sacred chamber. And now, we must return back to above the waves to obtain the power to repel evil back to our Master Sword, because apparently our Master Sword is useless. Even though it is pretty awesome though. Anyways, let's go ahead and leave this place. Go back and talk to the boat. Link, listen well. The fact that the Master Sword lost its power to repel evil suggests to me that something has happened to the sages who infused the blade with the god's power. The sage should be here in Hyrule, and the Wind Temple to the north, and the Earth Temple to the south, praying to the gods. You must heard of these two temples to see what has happened to the sages and attempt to find a way to recover the power to repel evil. Unfortunately, Ganon seems to have erected some sort of magical barrier down here in Hyrule, blocking our paths to the temples. But each temple should have another entrance high above Hyrule's mountaintops, which are now islands above the sea. As always, I shall mark these places on your sea chart. Now then, if we stay here much longer, we shall draw our enemy's attention to Princess Zelda's whereabouts. We must return to the surface immediately. Okay, so we must return back to the surface. So let's go ahead and do so. And away we go. And then it disappears. Link, do you know the legend of the Hero of Time? Once long ago, he defeated Ganon and brought peace to the kingdom of Hyrule. A piece of the Triforce was given to the Hero of Time, and he kept it safe, much as Zelda kept hers. That sacred piece is known as the Triforce of Courage. When the Hero of Time was called to embark on another journey and left the land of Hyrule, he was separated from the elements that made him a hero. It is said at that time the Triforce of Courage was split into 8 shards and hidden throughout the land. Even I do not know where they rest, but this much I do know. They lie hidden somewhere in the Great Sea. Might you have crossed paths with someone who might know something of things that lie hidden in the depths of the sea? Well, fret not. If you can think of no one, though maybe we would come upon the knowledge of by asking around in a place where many people gather. Okay, so he tells us a little bit of something about the Triforce of Courage and how it's shattered into 8 pieces across the Great Sea. That we're not going to be dealing with until much later in the game. That's going to be one of the last things that we deal with. But for right now, if we come over here and look at our map, we have 2 areas that are marked here. And we've already visited these islands. One is Gale Island, and the other one is Headstone Island. So we're going to be visiting these places here later. But for right now, we're going to be doing a bunch of side quests because, like I mentioned before, after the events of Forsaken Fortress, I kind of do a lot of side quests. So, in the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, we are going to start heading back and getting a couple of upgrades and getting a couple of heart containers. So we're going to be doing that for quite a while. So just bear with me. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode.